bring in Dave Avella, chairman of GoPac, supporter of the president. Dave, good to see you as always.
Thank you.
Is Jay right? Should the White House be happy that rather than talking about Russia-Helsinki summit, that now we're talking about Roger Stone, the Manhattan Madam, and what Michael Cohen may or may not have recorded?
Well, let's keep in mind that Billy Bush's tape didn't keep Donald Trump from being president, and Michael Cohen's tape's not going to prevent him from continuing his term. And this all really kind of focuses on that the Dems want to nationalize this election about should Donald Trump be president or should.
So you view this all in the frame of the midterms?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because that is what most of these stories are seeking to impact, is what's going to happen with the national elections. And is this going to give more Republicans in Congress for Trump to pass what he wants to do? And so if this election is going to be a national election about should Donald Trump be president or shouldn't he, versus a national Democratic message, which Bernie Sanders is putting out there, which is we should have national health care, we should have government running the health care.
How long it was going to take you to get up to this. We've been doing a couple of segments on this very issue, and it's important to note, though, that as the Democrats are moving to the left, Republicans see this as an enormous opportunity, as you just used, to tag every Democrat now as part of the socialist camp with Bernie Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez out of New York.
It's more than tagging, Leland. You look at the Democrats who are winning primaries, in primary after primary, the candidates, including the big upset in New York, they all campaign on a government-run healthcare system. It's more than just a Republican talking point. It's because it's what Democrats are campaigning on.
Well, and you say that, not only is it what they're campaigning on when it comes to Medicare for all, you've got co-sponsors Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, Christian Gillibrand, Kamala Harris, all on that bill. To your point, you also made a good point that the Access Hollywood tape did not derail President Trump's campaign. It perhaps put it on pause for a little bit. But Robert Jeffers, a longtime supporter of the president, had this to say last night. Back in 1980, evangelicals chose to support a twice-married Hollywood actor who was a known womanizer in Hollywood. His name was Ronald Reagan. Basically saying that whatever bad stuff the president did before he was president, evangelicals and Republicans don't care about. Is there any red lines?
As long as the economy keeps going well, as long as Americans believe President Trump is looking out for their personal and their economic interest, the president is going to be in a good position to win re-election in 2020.
2020 you just put about. Take us back to 2018. Is there some kind of blip that maybe Republicans say, yeah, I really like the president, I'm willing to support him, but I'm just going to stay home because things feel so icky right now?
There are two things that are in our favor in this upcoming election. One, the economy continues to produce wonderful results. And two, the Mueller investigation. Because it is an attack on ultimately all Republicans, and that somehow we were elected under false terms. And it's what is keeping Republicans rallied around President Trump in many ways. And nothing has come out yet, Leland, that would suggest to independents that they shouldn't at least give Republicans a look.
You're a reasonable guy. Known you for a long time.
Sure.
Where do you go to the idea that the civil act of the Mueller investigation, which is investigating, insofar the indictments of illegal activities by some Americans and mostly illegal activities by Russians, how is the very existence of the investigation undermining and attacking all Republicans?
Because ultimately, it's all the Democrats want to talk about. It's their single message.
Well, they may want to talk about it. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what the Mueller investigation is, though.
But it is an attack on Republicans because it is somehow that we Republicans won because of some corrupt system that got Republicans elected because somehow the elections were tainted. The elections were done fairly. There's no evidence that anything Russia did actually had an impact that influenced the elections.